The Unfollowed. Ellie was an influencer with a modest following, 50,000 loyal fans, who adored her curated life of cozy coffee shops, vintage outfits, and sunlit selfies. But lately, her engagement had plummeted. Desperate to regain her audience, she stumbled upon a mysterious website called followback.com. The tagline read, "Grow your audience overnight. Guaranteed." Skeptical but intrigued, Ellie signed up. The site asked for her social media handle and a single drop of blood, which she provided by pricking her finger with a pin. "Weird," she muttered. But the promise of viral fame was too tempting to resist. The next morning, her follower count had skyrocketed. Thousands of new accounts flooded her notification, strange usernames, like at user XXX and at null entity. Their profile pictures were blank, and their bios were empty. Ellie shrugged it off. Bots, she thought, but at least they're boosting my numbers. That night, as she scrolled through her feed, she noticed something odd. The new accounts were commenting on her posts not with words, but with strings of gibberish, number at percent and asterisk, and void consume. She deleted the comments, but they reappeared instantly. Then came the DMs. The first one read, "We see you." Ellie blocked the account, but another message popped up immediately. "You invited us in." Her phone buzzed incessantly, the screen flickering as more messages poured in. "We are here. We are watching. You cannot unfollow us." Panicked, Ellie tried to delete her account, but the app froze. Her follower count kept climbing, 100,000, 200,000, a million. The numbers blurred together, the screen glitching as the app seemed to break under the weight of her new audience. That's when the videos started appearing on her feed. Grainy, distorted clips of her apartment, her brushing her teeth, her sleeping, her staring at her phone. The captions read, "We are closer than you think." Ellie threw her phone across the room, but it kept buzzing. She could hear the notifications even when the screen was dark. The whispers began that night, soft at first, like static, but growing louder, more insistent. They came from her phone, her laptop, even her smart speaker. "You cannot unfollow us." In a final act of desperation, Ellie smashed her devices and fled her apartment. But as she ran down the street, she noticed the people around her, their faces blank, their eyes fixed on her. They raised their phones in unison, capturing her every move. The last thing Ellie saw was her own face on a stranger's screen, her expression frozen in terror. The caption beneath it read, "Unfollowed." Back at her apartment, her phone buzzed one last time. A new notification. "Welcome to followback.com. Your audience awaits."